I'm going to answer the top 4 questions that most parents are asking about in regards to adolescent depression and youth mental health. So the first question is often, what are some other treatment options besides medication that I can do to support my young person who's experiencing depression? And I would say kind of just as equal, important as getting treatment is also establishing a good mental health routine in your home. So making sure that we're getting the right nutrition. I would start by maybe eating a meal together. Wouldn't something that we can identify some time and carve out some time as a family to eat together and be together, and again, kind of have some of those opportunities for emotional check-ins. We're kind of taking temperature gauge on how everyone's feelings are. And we know that people are busy. I know you're busy. I know that it's really hard often between practices and school and work and, running kids all over the place to carve out that time. So it doesn't have to be dinner. Whatever you feel like you can do. What can you do in terms of increasing your one meal together a week, a day, whatever it may be? Also important is just making sure that your teen is eating consistently and making sure that they have a nutritional balanced diet is a really important piece of establishing good mental health. Getting enough sleep. So sleep is really critical, plays a very important role in supporting good mental health. So how can we really help establish a good healthy sleep routine for our kids? Teens should get between 8 and 10 hours of sleep a night. So it's really kind of making sure that we're turning off those screens a couple of hours prior to going to bed and really having an established healthy sleep routine. And then exercise. So how can we think about making sure that we're getting exercise in our kind of mental health diet? And whatever that may look like. Doesn't mean that you have to go out and run 10 miles, but it's like, can we do 3 10-minute breaks throughout the day? Can we go on a family bike ride? Can we take the dog for a walk around the block? Can we shoot some baskets? Something that we're establishing that becomes a part of our routine. So really thinking about those good mental health practices at home as sleep, diet, exercise, and then some coping strategies. So what are some things that we can think about that bring our kids some good, some practicing coping strategies, whether that's painting or drawing or writing or playing with the family pet, whatever it is that kind of brings mindfulness activities, whatever it is that brings your child coping strategies and reduces stress is a really important thing to practice in the home. And then of course we can think about a therapist, a mental health provider that really gives us an opportunity and our kids an opportunity to think about their day-to-day, develop some of those coping strategies, think about what is causing me stress, what are some things that I can do so that I'm better able to handle that stress. And there's some options for therapists. I think we see here a therapist and it's kind of like, well, what does that mean? I think that word's interchangeable often for the mental health provider. That can be a counselor, a social worker, a psychologist, and all of those people are trained to really help your child emotionally and support your child and offer opportunity to just be a sounding board, someone who's there to listen and validate, but also, again, help develop some tools and strategies that your kids can use to help them feel, de-stress, have an opportunity to listen.